Hello everybody, what's up? Just a little sip of my drink. Tone, how you doing? Oluwale, what's up? Nice to see you again. Missed you from yesterday. Yesterday Oluwale was in the chat as well. What's up, a friendo? Hello, Martin, Kevin, Utops. Hello, hi, Xenoflay. Thank you very much for saying hello every single time. I have lurkers who never say hello. How rude. Just kidding. You can do whatever you want. Who else is here? Bianca, what's up? All right. So, a few updates first on the YouTube's channel. So I made a post asking if my latest shenanigans, meaning hours-long outreach to Discord, is a bit too much, because it happens sometimes 2, sometimes 3 times a week, and it's literal fucking hours at a time. And a non-significant amount of people said, yeah, it's a bit too much, about 27%. Yes, everyone liked the stream. Thank you, Bianca. And 61% said, nah, fuck it, get going. So I kind of have to bridge between the two. And whoever said other just complained about Dennis and trolls, which, you know, trolls are here to stay. Dennis, unfortunately, we departed from this channel, just like so many of you expressed that you don't like his presence anymore. That I had to do something despite my willingness to give him a chance. By the way, a little update on our debate, days-long debate between me and Dennis in my Discord. He just made the concession that if aliens came on Earth, it would be okay to grind them for burgers, even if they're like intelligent and look exactly like humans, or humanoid at least. So that's where like it ends, right? We just have differences in morality, and I think people should be more like me. And but Dennis is not going to be that. That's okay. You know, it's not okay. He's slaughtering the most amount of sentient animals that he possibly could as a raw carnivore. But the good news are, as we're going to talk about today, is that karma might be biting. Not that I wish for that. It just might happen. That's all. I really am not wishing for that. I promise. I wish Dennis the best. But searched. Oh, April Fools, maybe. 2023. Searched a bit of our favorite group on Facebook, the Carnivore tribe. I don't know, it's probably not your favorite. It's my favorite a little bit. Sorry, I am not prepared. Let me just adjust this so it's not this weird. That's a little better, isn't it? And I guess I can grow it as well a little bit. Guess this should be there. Okay. Well, this is the best it's gonna be within limits. Are we ready? Do we have more questions? Oh, I didn't actually make the fucking actual update. Okay, so the update is as follows. So I'm gonna, because I feel like morally obligated, I'm gonna continue the outreach, Discord outreach. I am gonna take on board all the suggestions of being more chill, I guess, and letting people speak for a little longer. I don't necessarily agree with that suggestion, because I think when a person's just talking for the sake of talking, we should stop them, and that happens like a lot. But I should be like more calm, that's for sure. I see more results when I'm calm and collected and friendly. But I'm gonna continue doing so. I think maybe twice a week, at least. Whoever doesn't like it, guys, you don't have to tune in. It's totally fine. I understand what happens on YouTube's when somebody doesn't like something they don't watch. It's totally okay. But I'm going to bring back these chiller live streams. I possibly am going to move them, though. Maybe I'm gonna have to move them to like maybe Wednesday. We'll see. Let me know if that's like it's totally a bad idea, though. Put one in the chat if like Wednesday chill live streams is okay, and then Friday and Saturday, like the long Discord outreach streams. Let me know, because I'm not sure if Felix can actually join me on Saturday, so I'm gonna have to check. Maybe ask somebody else to join, you know. Do it alone, that would be a terrible idea. If I have the time, well, I sacrificed everything else for this, so I'm sacrificing most things, including my own nutrition. But today I made a stew. I made like a really tasty stew. I just ate some of it. It was delicious. Vegan stew, delicious. I would sacrifice you for a steak today. Well, thank you. So, great. So you think it's okay to kill humans for steaks, right? Datni Gosif. Yes? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. It's okay to sacrifice, to kill the people for steaks. Great. Do you think that's a good moral stance? Both of you. Only you. Well, I'm a human, right? So what is it about me that isn't my, like, that goes against, like, I'm supposing if you're saying only you, your moral judgment to not kill humans? I must be like really tasty looking, huh? Oh, I'm more of a creature. Okay. Well, dehumanization is always welcome on this channel. Thank you for your participation in my chat. Dehumanization is, in my opinion, immoral, but I can see that some people feel differently. Let's continue. Yeah, dehumanization as well. If I look like Smeagol, that's a dehumanization. You are liking me to a mythical creature to make it okay to slaughter me for hamburgers or for steaks. Dehumanization is, you know, that's what happens. Didi is becoming a vegan. What's my stance on that? I don't know. Everybody should be vegan, even pedophiles. One doesn't contradict the other. I mean, it does, but, you know, we have examples of weirder contradictions. Let's just say like that. Give me a second, guys. Oh, the trolls are really, really in, guys. We're in for a treat. How do the comments look? Do they look okay, I guess? Is that too small? I don't know. It's gonna have to do. Right. My skin looks horrible and therefore I'm a creature. Very logical. But my skin is alright. It's just a little red. Yeah, like people with allergies. Should be slaughtered for steaks. You heard it here, guys. No, it's okay to be rude. They show in their the true nature. So, stroke and cardiovascular risk. It's April Fool's though, so I don't know if they mean it, but like it's like on par with what usually happens in carnivores, right? Did this more so far by doctor's peace of mind with my cholesterol level around 480. Thumbs up! 480 is really good. So also chose that haircut makes me a creature and not a human being. Thank you, that nigga Sif. But I think we got the idea, right? So whoever doesn't look like you like, right? People with bad skin and, I don't know, haircuts that are not crew cuts are creatures and okay to kill for steaks. We got it. You don't have to continue convincing us that your morality kind of sucks, that you dehumanize people. You don't have to convince us. We know. We got it, man. We got it. I don't have bad skin. I have allergies, seasonal allergies. That makes my skin a little red. It's not bad. It's not bad skin. It's a little red. You know, I don't have acne and shit like that. And the claim, do you have evidence that whoever doesn't eat meat necessarily gonna have red skin? Please provide evidence. I have zero time for the lower queue. Yeah, I think, you know, guys, I'm an ex-alcoholic, the one and only Nicole, thank you. So yeah, been sober for 6 years. It could be that my skin still gets red because I used to drink. Wouldn't that be like a weird thing to joke, like laugh at, right? Would be weird. It's like circular. So I have red skin and I don't eat meat. Therefore, people who have red skin, it's because they don't eat meat, right? So it's like a circular argument. So the proof is in the claim. Dumbass. The proof, you just made the claim, and then the proof was apparently in the claim. Yeah, if you are carnivores, this is, I guess, like, oh, by the way. So if you're a carnivore, I guess this is good evidence. Well, let's continue to actual evidence. So LDL 480. I guess this means stroke is good. Carnivore, only diet for over 6 years now. I kill it on the seafood and love you steaks. And of course, bacon, type 1 carcinogen. He said, keep going, young healthy man, turning 59 this month. So, let's see. So this is not LDL results. This is something else. This is, oh, I can't make it bigger. That sucks. Maybe like that. Zoom in. There you go. So this is not LDL results. This is something else. This is, I'm guessing CAC. Is it? Abdominal aortic aneurysm. So, normal, a physician has reviewed the ultrasound images and measurements of the aorta and iliac arteries, and no aneurysm was detected. So good news! Good news. Carnivore is safe, right? My results. No atrial fibrillation, heart rate 56 beats per minute. That's cool. What does it mean to me? Normal. Atrial fibrillation screening result as normal. No atrial fibrillation detected. That's awesome results. frankly. PSV is normal. That's cool. When are we getting to the LDL? So, what does it mean to me? Your physician has reviewed the ultrasound image and the blood flow measurements and found no evidence of plaque buildup in the restriction of blood flow and carotid arteries. Please note, Lifeline screening does not provide tests specifically looking at the arteries of the heart. Please be aware that blockages can develop in the coronary arteries, the blood vessels providing blood to the heart, even when the carotid arteries in the neck are clear of any disease, meaning heart disease and heart attack risk may be present even if the carotid screening is normal. Oh. So, okay. So we got that out of the way. Right. Let's address the meat flakes in the chat. Luke Lipter's, what, based on my haircut? Sure. So, judge the person by the haircut, I guess. I'm a living proof of it's okay to dehumanize people and turn them into steaks. Triggered carnivores, for sure. Trad countries with me. What does that mean? I'm trying to live here. Okay, thank you. Yum. Meat. You must be stupid to not think about all the pesticides you are eating. Well, there are two things to say about that. First of all, we don't have any evidence that the pesticides sprayed on crops or any other fruits and vegetables have any health outcomes. But second, I wash my veggies and fruit. So, I mean, right back at you, you must be a little silly eating something that increases the risk of cardiovascular disease and cancer. Sounds like you're German, want to trade living situations. I'm so sick of the USA. Well, you should definitely leave USA. Didn't your 401k gone now? So I really appreciate that your situation must suck. You know, if living is an option, you probably should. But unfortunately, the idiocracy is spreading everywhere else. So, you know, music teachers. Well, yeah, I hope that that comes to fruition for you. Grung revival. All right. So, and Travis just posts an egg. Thank you. That is very smart. Let's continue. I don't even know how to continue now from this place. What did I do here? Give me a sec. So, okay. I'll close it down. Okay. This is a little tedious right here. Started carnivore March 7th. It's August 27th. 407 pounds. Oh shit, that sucks. Lost 50 pounds. Yes, carnivore dieting accidentally through satiety causes weight loss. When on June 30th had ischemic stroke. The doctor said it was the diet. My CT scan was clear, EKG clear, my glucose was normal range, I got more blood work, my A1C was 5.7, that's pre-diabetic range, yeah, it's true. My HDL was 33, I don't know if in the presence of normal LDL, if that like actually does anything. Sorry, one sec, mute site. My Discord is pinging strong. My LDL was 105, elevated. elevated, but not too bad. So he didn't, Austin didn't progress too hard when starting the carnivore diet because it was only a few months. So it's still elevated. So 105 is still a lot. Mine is 69, which I'm really happy about. So exercise regularly, bet you don't. Yeah, I do. Let me show you. See, lift weights. I lift weights. So I lift weights despite having a lifelong disorder. So I guess I'm doing okay. Lifelong joint disorder, I must say. So here's the thing, the Datni Gossif. When you want to stop guessing, you're welcome to ask me questions, right? So the question would be, do you exercise regularly? And I would say, yes. I take about 10,000 steps a day. I have a standing desk, which increases my movement, right? And I take the stairs a lot, and I also lift weights. That's an exercise. But you know, stop guessing. Just ask me questions. I'll answer, I promise. I'm very nice. People would say, too nice. VPM is too nice. So, where were we? Right, on carnivore, I was eating OMAD, 1 meal a day, which is generally speaking, it's a bit problematic, right? It's hard to get all your calories in one single sitting. That's why he lost 50 pounds in, what is it, like March, April, May, June, July. 5 months. So that's 5 pounds. No, okay, so it's all right. It's all right. But there's no reason to eat OMAD. It's kind of weird. Why would you do that? And pretty much a steak a day, right? Maybe some eggs if I was hungry. So I've went to keto, and weight has remained the same since then. So the solution is to count calories, guys. And I'm sorry if that's hard to hear to some people, but no diet can save you if you want to lose weight. I know I have a lot of more weight to lose, but seriously nervous about going back to carnivore as I have a family and can't afford another stroke or mini stroke. So right before starting this, I actually read this study, just a little bit, just this summary, right? So the study is called Oxidized Low-Density Lipoprotein, NDL, and LDL cholesterol are associated with outcomes of minor stroke and TIA. The conclusion is the presence of higher combined serum LDL and LDL levels was associated with increased risk of recurrent stroke and poor functional outcomes in minor stroke or high-risk TIA patients. So I think Austin has made a better decision to go away from carnivore, but then I'm not sure why they are ignoring the LDL markers as carnivores. I just don't know what happens there, right? So, but I wish them well. I hope Austin is okay. Let me quickly check it out, actually. Are they alive? Let's see, Austin Jackson. Are they alive? Yeah, last posted on March 29. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's continue. My dad just got a stroke, but we are blessed that there wasn't any function brain damage. He's made a pretty good recovery so far after 2 months, 60% range of motion back. But the doctors have him on Prozac for neuroplasticity. Prozac, is it? I don't know. There is an OBG in the middle. There. I'm worried about this drug and also about and also would like to know the concrete benefits of eating carnivore for a person in stroke recovery. I would be very grateful for any information or advice. Now, the advice that she probably got here is for her dad, unfortunately, probably for her dad to drop the meds that doctors said would benefit them and go on a carnivore diet after a stroke, when we know that there is association between high LDL and strokes. Maybe consult with a professional, but then recommends Dr. George Eid. Yeah. How do I hide the replies? I don't know. Let's just continue. Honestly, I suggest microdosing magic mushrooms shown to have neuro and synaptogenic properties. For real, these guys are like bloodletters. Serious. Like the amount of modern medicine denial is kind of insane here. Good Research is looking at psychedelic and a treatment for traumatic brain injury, stroke, and dementia. Check it out. Lots of healthy saturated fats, as fat is required for new neural tissue. Do we have evidence for that? Hey, what's up, Grey Sky Vegan? How are you doing? Nice to see you again. Okay. SK World, please no spamming, okay? Thank you. So, lots of healthy saturated fats is good for stroke prevention and stroke recovery, apparently. Avoid trans fats completely. Well, obviously, trans fats should be avoided. Completely, though, the poison, dose makes the poison, right? So, I think up to 1 milligram, I think. It doesn't seem to be an issue, or 0.5 milligrams or something like that. But yeah, generally speaking, in that case, it's not even counted, I think. But generally speaking, yeah, if there is more than 1 milligram, I think, or gram, I don't remember, of trans fats, probably should avoid it, it's true. Get a lion's mane supplement. What's wrong with the medicine? The person is under the care of doctors. And yet, here we are looking for something else. Have him drink more water. Chronic dehydration is a big cause of strokes. All right. Hello, friends. I am currently in the hospital. Been here since Thursday. I lost vision in my right eye, and after running MRIs and CT scans and every other test you can think of, they believe I've had an eye stroke. They told me my bad cholesterol was 183. That's almost 3 times as mine, and would like me to start cholesterol lowering meds. Has anyone else had an eye stroke? I really don't want cholesterol meds. Why? They save lives. This way of eating has been life-changing for me. Well, yeah, you had a fucking eye stroke. I imagine so. It is life-changing to have an eye stroke. Should we go into the comments? Put one in the chat if you want me to go into the comments. OBG. Fuck it, let's go into the comments. There's a delay anyways. Put two in the chat if you want me to walk away. Oh, Tone, thank you for saving me. Not the same, but just another thought. In 2013, I woke up with a double vision, which they determined was caused by Lyme disease. It went back to normal after antibiotics, and then 2 weeks on prednisone. Good luck. Sounds. Why would they even say that? It's obviously not a. No, it's obviously not a fucking eye stroke. Waiting for eat more fat. Yeah, same. Sounds like the answer every doctor gives for everything that happens when they see your cholesterol is high. Take a statin should be embroidered. Take a statin should be embroidered in the white coats. Oh, so take a statin should be embroidered in the white coats. All right. Cholesterol meds isn't a cure. Well, it lowers cholesterol. It's like prevention. It's not a cure, it's prevention. Almost every person after the age of 60 or so has like dyslipidemia or taking it to either lower or prevent dyslipidemia. So it's a good drug. It's good drugs. Immediately save their life, yeah. 189, well, they said that 183, she said 183. Is not so high. Is not high. Flushing niacin 500 milligram twice a day will bring it down. What? Guys, please don't take niacin. Please don't. Hold on. So I just want to see how much is 100% RDA on of niacin. Give me a second. This is my oh, you can't see it. It's my daily supplement, which I forgot to take today. I will take it now. So niacin. So 16 milligrams is the daily dose of niacin. That's 100% of niacin. 16 milligrams. And this person tells somebody to take, fuck, how much is that even? Oh man, calculations. So 500 divided by 16 milligrams, 31 times more the RDA of niacin. That's actually fucking toxic. That's actually fucking toxic. This person is trying to kill somebody. Twice a day, they're telling them to take 62 times more the daily dose. This is kind of fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm laughing, but it's like a stress relief because I woke up today stressed from yesterday's stream. And this is my stress relief, okay? Don't judge me. Yeah, but this is like killing people. This is toxic. This is proven to be toxic. I mean, I think this is how much the subdivision of the cult of Scientology are giving their parishioners when they undergo like their Narcanon thing, right? Undergo like this sauna sweating, running around, and taking copious amounts of vitamins program. It's insane. It's insane. It's actually, well, now I have to find out what is the toxicity level of niacin. Niacin toxicity levels. Safety considerations with, hold on. Niacin toxicity Let's see if that gives us an answer. Resulting from urine drug test evasion. What does that mean? After a massive niacin overdose, the young man in this case. So this is a case report, but you know. So let's take it with a grain of salt. But 22 grams is how much they took. Yeah, so that's a lot. But a case report doesn't indicate if they took 1 gram, would they reach like toxicity. So really want to know what happens when you take 1 gram. Hepatic toxicity of unmodified time-release preparations of niacin. Awareness of toxicity. Signs of liver toxicity developed in less than 7 days in 4 of these 10 patients. How much did they take? We reviewed the literature on hepatic toxicity. I really want to know how much it is. Oof. Can we break the law online and grab that shit? Let's see what this says. Maybe this will give us the dose. That sucks. Toxicity levels. Dose. Response. Maybe that will give me what I need to know. This is safety consideration. Niacin therapy. Despite a few case reports. Associated niacin statin. 2 decades of... This is not giving me it either. I want to know how much the RDA is. Niacin dosing, relationship benefits and adverse effects. I'm sorry, guys. This must be boring, but I can't help it now. I really want to know. Niacin dosing, relationship to benefit and adverse effect. By the way, where's what's his name? Dantniga Sif. Please keep insulting me because I need to toughen up. I need to not get upset when people insult me. It's really important. So I would actually appreciate it if you continue insulting me. Right. This review summarizes the patient listen to niacin that impacts its therapeutic use. Still no dose response. What the fuck? If anybody looking for it, let me know. Oh, are you saying it's like 2.2 grams, is it? An upper dose of B3, yeah. B3 is niacin. No, it wasn't a study, it was a case report. So somebody took 22.5 milligrams and got in trouble. So the question is, if they took 1 milligram, would they get in trouble? Not milligram. It's not. No, that it said 22.5 grams. So that's a crazy amount. That's like taking 2 scoops of protein powder, but in niacin. That's a lot. All the trolls are gone. No, it's okay. We'll get more. No worries, Nilf. What's up, Nilf, by the way? What is my former education? Former? Or do you mean formal education? I don't have a formal education in science. Definition of a tolerable apple intake, a level of niacin. There. Okay. Now we got it, I think. Data extraction results. After screening for this involving individuals. Conclusion. The results may indicate a high degree of conservativeness in the UL of acid fixed at 35 milligrams per deciliter in United States and 10 milligrams. No, that just seems like they're asking about the RDA. That's not what I want. Soluble compounds of the vitamin B group, widely used to regulate the lipid profile in hyperlipidemic individuals. Higher doses of nucleic acid are associated with adverse effects, especially flushing. The unique tolerable upper intake level of nucleic acid has not been defined. So this says, in the therapeutic case, in case of the specifically said higher doses of nucleic acid associated with like to regulate lipid profile, right? So this person who made the claim, I'm so sorry guys, I'm going on and on about it. So this person, actually, Gail, she's not totally wrong, right? So this says that you can actually regulate your lipid profile with taking some dose of niacin, but then the upper limit is like 35 milligrams per deciliter. Wait, why is it? Results may indicate a high degree of conservativeness in the upper limit of the acid. To get a high degree of conservativeness. Fixed at 35 milligrams per deciliter in the United States and in Europe. Reconsideration of the upper limit of nitronic acid for nutritional supplement, possibly differentiating between upper limit and healthy individuals may be warranted. So they're not having the answer either. So, bad. Time not wasted, because when is this from? Niacin dosing. Time not wasted, because we found out this person is partially correct. But 500 milligrams twice a day, so 1 gram a day, seems like a lot for a micronutrient, right? So micronutrients are usually in milligrams and nanograms and shit. Niacin toxicity, also called niacin overdose or niacin flush, typically occurs at high doses, often above 100, 300 milligrams per day. So yeah, where did you get that, Tone? You're a mod, so you can paste the study. Or whatever search you made. Grok. Oh, well, I don't find that convincing. I don't know. Well, the Grok will have like where they got the information from, right? It's gonna have the information indication. Okay, but let's move on. Cholesterol is essential for every cell, sure, but that doesn't mean that more is better, right? I could deep think and find the source. Well, doesn't Grok paste the source? Doesn't it say source and then gives you a link? That's what like ChatGPT does, or like the Brave Assistant or whatever. They are literally made of it. Cholesterol studies are only correlation studies, not causation studies. So this claim is kind of weird, right? Because we now know that smoking causes cancer because of correlation studies, right? There is no such thing in science as a causation study on the human population. Because in order to do a causation study, I don't even know what you have to do. Like even maybe like complete like split a person into two somehow, into 2, 3, or 4 people. Dose each of them, dose half of them, don't not dose another, so that they're like completely identical people, right? And then kill them all and fucking open them up, right? And like do pathology. That would be a causation study in human population. That's the kind of shit we do to animals. Unfortunately, that's whatever the shitty science that comes out of animal experimentation doesn't translate that well to humans. So there is an issue there. Please gather your cholesterol numbers and plug them into cholesterolcode.com. What is that? Ooh. Try for free. Connect your data with your team. I don't know what this is. My daughter had a stroke in her right eye when she was born. Oh shit, that sucks. She regained her sight. Newborns are amazing and doing well. Now at the age of 30, having her 4th daughter next week. Great. Chicken to immune disease called sarcoidosis. Come on, guys. It can cause vision loss, but they know what it is. It's an eye stroke. Your cholesterol isn't high. Well, I beg you differ. It's 3 times the normal range. The healthy range, not normal range. It's 3 times the healthy range. Anonymous. Oh, this is gonna be good, I guess, or painful. Hi, new here. I was strict keto for 6 years, already a bad idea. 1 month full carnivore, even worse idea, before having a stroke in 2018. Labs done revealed high homocysteine levels, and more testing revealed homozygous MTFR mutation. That sucks. So they have shit genetics as well. Fast forward a few weeks, and I was diagnosed with dysautonomia and Ehlers-Danlos loss. Oh, Ehlers-Danlos loss really sucks. I have a similar thing, right? I have hypermobility. My joints really suck, but I'm not at the level of the Ehlers-Danlos loss people. That sucks. That's like an actual disability. Carnivore groups are great for content, for real. By the way, no injustice. We haven't seen your face in a while. You want to join me? Let me know if you want to plug in and, laugh together. After these diagnoses, I listened to my cardiologist, neurologist, and switched up my dietary approach despite thriving on strict keto and beginning to love carnivore. I listened to my cardiologist, neurologist, and switched up my dietary approach despite thriving on strict keto and beginning to love carnivore. So this is going to be interesting, right? You're naked in bed. Then we probably shouldn't. Thank you for letting me know, though. My health has been shit since my stroke, and trusting my doctor and his recommendation to start eating DASH. Mostly plant-based. Oh, isn't it almost entirely plant-based? What is the DASH diet? Let's check it out. DASH diet. Sorry, guys, you're not going to be able to see all of that. The dietary approach is stop hypertension diet is a diet to control hypertension promoted by the US baseline. What is it? The DASH diet is rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and low-fat dairy foods. Nutritionally, dairy is has pluses and minuses for sure. It includes meat, fish, poultry, nuts, and beans, and it is limited in sugar-sweetened foods and beverages, red meat, and added fats. Okay, interesting. So not really plant-based. Sorry, I was too happy too soon. Right, so they switched to the DASH diet, okay. At this point, I am taking my health back into my own hands, including my diet, and I believe food is medicine. Not really. Medicine is medicine. Before my stroke, no known cause, but EDS related is assumed. I don't know what EDS. Oh, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Yeah. I was in the gym 5 days a week with Ehlers-Danlos. With Ehlers-Danlos in the gym 5 times a week. How did your fucking body not fall apart? No, seriously, it's like a connective tissue disease. How can you work out 5 times a week? What on earth? Oh, you see, Bianca really wants this to happen. So, Nilf, put your pants on. At this point, I'm taking my health back into my own hands before my stroke, 5 days a week for over 6 years, and OCRL athlete and prepping for my first bodybuilding competition. That's crazy with Ehlers-Danlos. That's crazy with EDS. Although I found out that actually, the fact that I have an issue with my joints is probably connected to the fact that I grow muscle really fast, with almost no effort. So I guess, it could be happening, but how would he lift very heavy weights the way bodybuilders usually do? Jesus. No, beginning exercise intolerant, exercise intolerant for the past 5 years. Well, it's also growing old with EDS. It's probably problematic. I'm labeled with a chronic illness with no cure. I refuse to accept this. Well, EDS is genetic. I mean, it's like you're born with it, kind of. A few questions. Has anyone had issues with this way of eating without a gallbladder? All of a sudden, we're switching to like a completely different notion. So gallbladder is responsible for producing the bile, which is responsible for breaking down fats in the colon. So, hey, what's up, Luis? How you doing? So yeah, that's kind of... I don't know. I think like if you're doing a high-fat carnivore, then yeah, it could be a problem. And maybe, I don't know, maybe the body adjusts somehow. And if you're a low-fat carnivore, then you're gonna starve. That would be rabbit starvation. Anyone have issue who homozygous take folate, B1 and B12 supplements? Anyone here happen to have dysautonomia, and if so, how has this diet affected your condition? I supplement with element daily. Shit, that shit is expensive. As part of my dysautonomia involved orthostatic hypotension. I know it. None of those fucking words. I was also looking into animal-based Paleolithic keto as a way to gradually get back to carnivore. Why would you get back to carnivore when the DASH diet is the thing that was recommended to you? It's kind of weird. This is like it just feels like they're suicidal sometimes. It's really crazy. Oh, hello, what's up? Somebody from a hospital bed. That's not gonna be great. Carnivore saved my life. At least temporarily. This photo taken 1 year ago at the Montreal Cardiology Hospital after my second stroke is a reminder of the screwed up system we live in. I'm not complaining because I chose to eat the junk food, although I understand how that now that we are manipulated by misinformation. When I woke up from my stroke, they served me breakfast, 2 toasts, 1 strawberry jam, 1 bowl, B-O-A-L, that should be, of oatmeal, 1 orange, coffee and sugar. As the cardiologist walked in to ask how I felt, I tell him that I'm keto and I don't eat any of these foods. Then I pointed the 2 bags of glucose plugged to my veins and said, do you really expect anyone to get healthy with this? Yes. Your fucking cells, that's the primary fuel, glucose. They give you glucose so that you heal, yes. What was the end? I was blacklisted. That was the end. I was blacklisted. They sent me a nutritionist. No offense to anyone, but she was obese and held the Canadian Nutritional Guide. Well, there are many reasons why people can become obese. Maybe do as they say. Bowl with W. Yeah, thank you, UK Night Rider. I appreciate your fix. Yes, of course I meant that. But that's what I saw in my mind, and then came out. What did come out? A, didn't it? It's B-O-A-L, I said. No, I meant B-O-W-L, of course. Enough said, you get the idea. But this is embarrassing. Thank you, UK Night Rider. I'm getting stronger. I have been a full year in remission without the support of my cardiologist because I'm carnivore. What do you mean remission? How do you measure remission if you don't trust the science? I love it when they say this shit. How do you measure remission? Do you take blood tests and then ignore the high LDL and high triglycerides and 5.7 or 8 or A1C? How does get one to saying that they're in remission? He basically writes my prescription of 14 meds, of which 8 are statins, and I don't take because of side effects. My fraction maintains around 18-20%, and I know without a doubt that my diet keeps me alive. Listen, you are making a stew be painful. Oh, I'm sorry. Stew is good. I'm battling against... Oh, I mean, I'm definitely not sorry. Go make that shit. Definitely. Looks like the hair is kind of blending with my hair a little bit. Look. Soffits get blocked. That's funny. I'm ruining the anti-vegan's journey. Well, that's okay. It's so demoralizing and frustrating. I don't even say I'm carnivore anymore. It's like they don't understand. I have no free play. I can't take any more chances. The message is clear. Don't waste time and energy trying to make others understand. Being carnivore, you will be subject to adversity and people. So now they're like making themselves into like this like a minority, right? Like a prosecuted minority. Beat the system. Well, that was from 2022. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll have an update. So the last time was in March 2022. Yeah, they haven't posted since March 2022. I hope they're okay. January 1st, there's a post. So they just didn't post in there. That's all right. It's good. Oof. And feeding the duckies. My backyard, like, literally live in paradise. Well, as a carnivore, wouldn't you eat these animals? Yeah, it does look like Steve here lives pretty cool life. All right. So no posts in carnivore for 2 years. I hope he left the cult. Hope so. Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to go back. 1 sec. There you go. Oh, that's gonna suck. I'm gonna have to go back. There you go. Look at that smiling face, though. So full of joy that he denies other animals. Other animals are not worthy of joy. Right, I received this message from my PCP today. What is PCP? Regarding my cholesterol, no mention of my improving A1C, triglycerides, HDL, and glucose. Current triglycerides to HDL ratio is 2.41, triglyceride 99, HDL 41. It was 4.76 in October. Current LDL is 230. 4 times the normal range, almost 4 times. And total cholesterol 294. Like, at this point, I'm looking at LDL to 130. It looks almost like regular, right? Because I read so many posts from carnivores. But then I remember, no, 70 LDL is the healthy range. I'm right under that. I went off statin in November, and I've been taking it for almost 30 years. Currently looking for a new doctor in Houston. Your LDL over 190 poses a significant... What? Your LDL over 190 poses a significant risk. Over 70 poses a significant risk. What the fuck is going on here? All right, let's move on. Weight loss journey. Let's go. It's funny, they wrote as an anonymous participant, but that put a bunch of their pictures online. It's funny. I'm wondering if anyone have any experience with the following. And more to the point, as a carnivore. Fibromuscular dysplasia. Fibromuscular dysplasia, isn't that fibromyalgia, basically? Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, shit. Seriously, I'm telling you guys, it's the sick people who are like the true fucking victims of this cold. Well, after animals, obviously. It's like the desperate people who have like sicknesses that for some reason get attracted to this. Carotid artery dissection. Well, that's a dissection. That's not disease. It's not. It's the operation that they either went through or gonna go through. Right, in 2010, at the rather young age of 36, I suffered a spontaneous carotid artery dissection. Pretty sure if it says dissection, it's not a disease, it's something that is, it's a procedure. Carotid artery dissection is a condition. My bad, I'm so sorry. It says it's a condition where there is a tear in the wall of the carotid arteries in the neck, which can lead to serious complications like stroke. Okay. All right. 10 out of 10 pain. Yeah, shit. I was hospitalized for some time and no known cause was found. I was told it was extremely rare, and the most common cause of this type of dissection is actually motorcycle accident from the helmet. Jesus, they aren't supposed to just happen on their own. Fuck, somebody got really fucked up. Over the years, BP had still been an issue, but it was medically controlled. I had a weight loss surgery, lost 65 pounds from my biggest to my lowest, followed a ketogenic lifestyle for the last 2.5 years, and congratulated myself on doing everything right. Last year, my partner died suddenly. That sucks. It was extremely shocking, traumatic. The day after his death, I again suffered 2 more dissections, carotid and vertebral. Shit. Again, spontaneous, no physical cause, hospitalized, etc. Monitored closely for stroke and restarted aspirin. My doctor now believes I suffer from a collagen connective tissue disorder, EGS, right. 10 weeks ago, I started carnivore. Why? Why on earth? Hard. 10 weeks, all this terrible shit is happening in my body. 10 weeks ago, I started carnivore. Hard. The changes were almost immediate. Body pains, aches, constant headaches, all gone. Yeah, placebo. I was in so much pain. Yeah, placebo. I experience placebo quite often myself. I change something in my way of sleeping and all of a sudden I feel better and then it dissipates. I basically live on placebo. That's what happens. I also had to stop BP medication within the first 3 weeks, as it has fallen too low. That's interesting. That's fun for them. I had to follow up CTA last week, and the 2 most recent dissections have healed quickly. What does that mean? To everyone's amazement. Interesting. I feel as though starting carnivore has been a pivotal point in my life, and I'm so keen to keep going. Oh, they're anonymous. Fuck. So we can't check out on them. That's a shame. So that's March 25th. That was now. That was like not long ago. But we can't check up on them. Side note, in 2010, when I was extremely ill, no one questioned me on my diet. Okay, that was kind of beside the point. All right. Wait. No one questioned them on their diet, but they underwent a surgery. Hold on. They said... Hold on. Sorry, it's gonna give me a second. Had weight loss surgery. When you go into weight loss surgery, at least here in my hospital, the first thing they do is send you to a dietitian to try to reduce weight under as much as possible, because it's like actually really dangerous to put you under anesthesia when you are relatively heavy, right? That's the first thing they do. And usually people who go into surgery, it's like BMI 39-ish, 35 to 39 and higher, right? The first thing they do is send you to a dietitian to prepare you for what you should do after weight loss as well. Nobody questioned you about your diet. Fucking liar. All right. Appointment with cardiologist today, 2 years ago. Now 65. Ejection fraction 35, now 65. I don't know what that means. Blood pressure then. Blood pressure reduced. Have they lost weight? Shit. This keeps popping up. I hate when this happens. There you go. Pre-diabetic. Then, not at all now. That's definitely lost weight then. Weight then. Yep, there you go. There you go. Lost weight. So you're not pre-diabetic anymore because you lost weight. So your blood pressure has gone because you lost weight. So every med known to man, it seemed like then, no med of any type, even took me off aspirin today. It's good. He said that 2 years ago they expected me to have a stroke sooner than later, and then you lost a bunch of weight. How do they not connect the thing? How do they not make the connection between the two things? I mean, we literally, at least for diabetes, I'm relatively familiar with the subject. If you lose weight, you're not gonna be pre-diabetic anymore. And generally speaking, you're gonna feel fucking fantastic relatively to what you felt back then. How do they not connect the thing? It's so fucking weird. Can a strict carnivore diet with salt help accelerate recovery from a stroke? Where there is left ventricular hypertrophy. Are there any caveats? I am in acute rehabilitation currently, and my doctor wants to eliminate fat and salt from my diet. Devilish doctor. What a terrible human being wants to eliminate the stuff that would help you recover from stroke. God damn it. Started, stopped because I'm concerned about my already high levels of cholesterol and my family history of stroke. Was going to start again, and then saw this. Any feedback would be appreciated. What does Fox News say? Vegan diet versus meat-based diet. Identical twins followed different meal plans. Here's what happened. Vegans came out on top. Is what happened. Yeah, so I hope this person, anonymous person, January 2024, a year ago, went vegan. Or plant-based, I guess. Of course. Read the book, The Great Cholesterol Con. Fuck research. Read this book by this dude. Cholesterol has nothing to do with adverse health. We have evidence that it does. So again, disregard the evidence. There are so many folks who talk about 5-7 days fasts, like there is not, you are not on carnivore if you just starve yourself. Yeah. That's true as well. That's true, Nilf. So the OMAD thing, it's literally just accidental calorie reduction. That's literally what it is. It's like satiating food once a day, and like fast a bunch and shit like that, will reduce the amount of calories you eat a day. And that will drop your weight. I don't know. It's straight garbage and propaganda. However, you are an adult and must make up your own mind. Yeah. I hope they said, fuck this shit. I really hope they did. I really hope they went not with this stuff. People with high cholesterol live longer. That is reverse causality, vegan propaganda. Pretty sure, is it like from vegan doctors? Who did the twin study? Dietary choices, blah, blah, blah. Can we have a link to the study itself? Oh my fucking God. Please give me a link. New York City-based dietitian who was not involved in the study said that there are many different factors that could explain the outcome. Okay, great. It's true, I suppose. I mean, they did an intervention and then like, okay, that was the diet. Maro, what's up? How are you doing? Noticed that with rice and beans. I eat rice and beans and I feel stuffed the entire day. Yeah. So you just invented the vegan carnivore diet. Oh, that's awesome. Play some good video games. Shit, they didn't link to the fucking study. If anybody knows, Maro, while you're here, please, who did the twin study? Was it nasty vegans? Or was it just like researchers, regular researchers? If you go on these carnivore pages, they post the same disgusting pictures over and over. Yeah, and the same animal products. If you go on a vegan Instagram page, every pic is different. Yeah, well, yeah, by definition, they eat a diet that is like made out of like 4 or 5 things. So by definition. It was Chris Gardner. So was he vegan? Is he vegan? Was he vegan? Was he vegan for ethics? An American businessman motivator, Chris Polgar. I'm guessing this is not a businessman. Shit, come on. I'm guessing it's not this person. Okay, well, if Maro can take his fingers away for like a second to tell me if the twin study was made. I'm trusting you. If the twin study was made as a vegan propaganda, or was it just like by regular people? Bacon, eggs, butter, don't neglect beef, the worst culprit. Always the same, yeah, and disgusting. Fox News was your first mistake. Yeah, frankly, but it wasn't just on Fox News, right? It's to pick your poison, but it was talked about all over the place. So it's not like Fox News is vegan propaganda, right? What a ridiculous claim, Jesus Christ. I am feeling better. I'm feeling like more rejuvenated, frankly. This is helping. I don't know. This is helping, but once in every few seconds, the thought of the poor animals who are victims of this just creeps in. But generally speaking, this helps as well, just to like calm down a little bit. So it's my happy place, the carnivore group. So I hit a deficiency on the carnivore diet. Must share. No shit. It's as if eating just beef or something is like will get you deficient. I started having nighttime leg cramps and with stress episodes, so magnesium. Then I started to crave cacao. Who cares? Just take magnesium. Turns out amongst mostly veggies and legumes and some fish, cacao has the highest magnesium levels. Or you can just take the fucking supplement or eat plants, like just literally just eat plants. Well, I've been making morning cacaos and went as far as a side of truffles in the evening and no more stress or cramps or bizarre fatigue. What do you think? Well, I think you should drop the carnivore diet, but let's see what the carnivores think. Might be potassium, not magnesium. Since you mentioned fatigue, I used to have cramps despite high doses of magnesium, and well, that doesn't mean anything. You can take high doses of magnesium, but if it just goes through you and doesn't absorb, you're fucked. So this is kind of a silly outcome, right? Or the silly assumption of an outcome. If you take high doses of magnesium and it doesn't absorb in your body, then it might like still be magnesium. It's just not absorbed. And what does it mean high doses of magnesium and this weird fatigue you are talking about? Yeah, but they also had the leg cramps, which you are omitting from this. It might be an issue for us women. Not sure exactly. Potassium. Where do we see like a lot of potassium? Potatoes. Could just fucking eat fucking potatoes. Not sure exactly if it's connected with estrogen because it's have to more issue. Maybe it's connected with the carnivore diet, with the stupid fucking meme diet. But then I started potassium intake, problem solved. You might also check out vitamin B6 and vitamin D deficiency. It's as if the carnivore diet causes deficiencies. Oh my God, that's a revelation. Can also lead to muscle issues. Okay. I supplement with potassium, sodium, and magnesium, and most likely will for life. It's as if a carnivore diet is deficient. If I started eating cacao again, my sugar cup craving would come back with a vengeance. Yeah. I'm glad that this is working for you. I'm supplementing magnesium and I'm done for decades, regardless of diet. Our food just doesn't contain enough of it for a multitude of reasons. Like eating one thing a day and not like an array of stuff could land you in deficiencies. Magnesium. I also eat some dark chocolate every now and then. Look, cheating carnivores. They are cheating. Have no oxalate issues, so they flush out just fine. What the claim? What the fucking claim? Jesus. Just as we are not drinking water from streams and wells anymore, our water no longer sits on rocks, so we don't get all the minerals in. I drink Borjomi from Georgia. Borjomi is delicious. I don't know how you can possibly have a deficiency eating the most nutrient-dense food. Well, maybe because it doesn't have all the fucking vitamins and minerals. And the limited diets are not only nutritional deficient, but also absolute shit culinary speaking. Yeah, Maro, for sure. Cocoa is extremely high oxalate. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. Got magnesium spray, which stopped my cramps. I don't know, because it just doesn't sound like appropriate human diet. It just doesn't sound like it to me. If it was appropriate human diet, how would all those people be supplementing all the fucking time? Kind of weird, isn't it? I hate when this happens. Why does this happen? Can we disable that shit? Probably if I download the app to like the desktop app or something. Anyone knows if carnivore diet make blood makes blood to thickens blood. I've noticed while getting my blood into a lab tube for blood testing that it's quite thick. Thick blood makes more likely to have strokes. True. Obstruction in arteries and blood clots to happen. You should stop the carnivore diet and take an aspirin, at which point you can consider blood is too thick. And how do you check it if it's all okay? Well, there are tests for it. Like, I think the red blood cell count and the white blood cell count percent. I think that's what you better test for it. I don't know. Maro says, the best thing that happens to me culinarily speaking was going vegan, because so many vegans recommend me to eat a wide variety of fruits and veggies. Yeah, that's cool. Mostly for nutrition, but the taste is amazing. True. Neil says, I've seen people say that carnivore diet can repel sunburn. They probably think it can make them fly. Well, have you seen Carnivore Cringe video about Bella, the steak and butter bitch, as she calls her, steak and butter gal? She discovered that actually steak and butter gal, while claiming that she doesn't wear sunscreen and that the carnivore diet prevents from her getting a sunburned, her daily routine actually includes fucking like a moisturizer that has sunscreen in it. It's fucking hilarious. Let me find it for you, Nilf. But please watch it later. Don't leave the stream. Just kidding. You can do what you want. You're a free person. So let me find Carnivore Cringe. I remember that video, so I'm gonna find it in a second. Carnivore Cringe. She also probably needs more subs for sure. Stack sunscreen. Let me see. Sunscreen. I guess not this. Steak and butter. Shit. There you go, found it. There you go. Oh, come on. When will I learn how to do fucking internet? When will I learn? Never. I'm a boomer. To fun vibes, yeah. Well, that's what she calls her. Not all the words that Carnivore Cringe uses I'm okay with, but it's funny sometimes. Right, in June 2023, I was weighing in at 275 pounds. For a woman, that's a bit a lot. And wearing size 24 UK clothes. First photo in December 2024. I was 144 pounds. My clothes are size 10. I'm 54 years old. Following a carnivore way of eating has reduced my blood pressure to normal. Losing weight has reduced your blood pressure to normal. Again, they're just not making the fucking connection. It's losing weight. All the things are because of losing fucking weight. It's... It is a fun watch. True enough. Following a carnivore way of eating has reduced my blood pressure to normal. No, it's losing weight. It was scarily high because you were overweight. Eliminated migraines, probably also connected to whatever. I actually am not sure about migraines. I don't know. Settled my anxiety and helped me regulate my dysregulated emotions and brain fog function. Filled me with a sense of constant satiety and self-control. Eliminated aches and pain in my back. It's the list of carnivores. Probably everything to do with the fucking loss of weight, eliminated aches and pains in my back, neck, shoulders, hips, and knees. That definitely has to do with losing weight. I feel 100% better physically because you lost weight, mentally and emotionally. I don't know what that has to do with. Mental and emotional state when losing weight could be improved. Looking back, I think I was a stroke or heart attack waiting to happen. You might be still, but you lost some weight, maybe reduced some risk. I had constant chest pains and breathing difficulties. Jesus Christ, one more fucking victim. Not to mention gut and bowel dysfunction, and then you eliminated all foods except for one. Now my health and sense of physical well-being is better than when I was my slimmest in my 20s. Well, you can't say that. That was 30 odd years ago. Okay, anecdote time, since anecdotes is what we're talking about here. When I was in my 20s, specifically 21 to 24, so I have this thing, right? When I'm stressed, when I'm busy, when I'm poor, I eat less. So when age of 21 to 24, when I was studying a very hard thing, like industrial design, arts in general, you just don't sleep for long periods of time. That's what happens. And I was eating very little. I actually got myself in fucking trouble for not eating throughout the entire day, eating a very small breakfast and then maybe eating dinner, right? And I was slim. I was pretty thin. And I was feeling like shit because I was stressed, because I was inhaling a bunch of chemicals and all kinds of stuff, right? So, anecdote time. Now I feel better than in my 20s, specifically age 21 to 24, right? Because now I eat regularly. Not lately, but that's okay. I take a multivitamin, so no deficiencies. And I'm not, until 2 or 3 weeks ago, wasn't in constant stress, right? So you can't say such a thing. There are so many correlates. There are so many correlates to the thing. I had been at a weight at that weight or bigger for most of my 40s, and every diet I had tried had left me in a worse condition. Well, that's the problem with dieting, right? You just need to reduce calories and adjust for a while, and when you get your weight, you go into maintenance. That's it. It's I wouldn't say it's easy. It's not easy, but it's totally doable without going on a diet, right? All you need to do is reduce calories. That's what the carnivore diet does. It reduces calories. Right, let's continue. I took great exception to our friend Mitch, YouTuber Old Guy Carnivore, being called out by Dr. Alo on X for having a stroke, supposedly due to his diet. Dr. Alo is a weird one. So what he proposes is, for the most part, I think correct. He's pretty good when it comes to nutrition science. But then his own diet is absolutely fucking crap. And he doesn't apply his own knowledge. It's kind of weird. Chest pains, but hey, don't be put off carnivore by your strokes. Yeah. First of all, aren't doctors in general supposed to look at a patient health history before passing judgment? Well, I bet Alo didn't say he definitely had a stroke because of a carnivore diet. I bet he was a lot more speculative there. It's okay to speculate based on the fact that carnivore dieters, generally speaking, get high LDL and a bunch of other stuff. First of all, aren't doctors before judgment? We've all been in an exam room where this obviously hasn't happened, but it still seems like a rookie mistake. It seems Mitch had a history that explained this stroke more coherently than what he ate. But a respected cardiologist just had to poke fun at someone while they are down. Let's go actually look for Dr. Aloe on Twitter. I want to see what they actually said. Dr. Aloe, what's unique? Dr. Aloe, Mohammed Aloe. Okay, so Mitch from Mohammed Aloe. Let's see what we find. No results. Hold on. Let's go like this. Mitch, not all these words. Any of these words. So Mitch, old guy, carnivore. From Mohammed Aloe. Maybe I'm sorry, must be boring. This must be boring. Oh, there you go. Mohammed Aloe. Okay, I'm not finding it. Okay, I know what to look for. Sorry, I am so sorry. I will be done in a second. Yeah, I made the search wrong. Okay, carnivore. No, I can't find it. Okay, fine. Can't find it. But listen, in my experience, Mohammed Aloe doesn't make strong claims like that. So let's just skip it since I can't prove it. Fuck. Come on. Okay. I don't know if many remember me, but I had a heart attack in November 2019 at the age of 34 after doing a month of strict carnivore. Jesus Christ. I also got violently ill at the end of that month before my heart attack. I was always an advocate for carnivore and still am. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I just wanted to come back and share my story for any others in hopes it may help someone in the future. They always called my heart attack the perfect storm, which to this day has annoyed me and I wouldn't accept. Ibuprofen was the match that lit the bomb, ultimately causing a blood clot. Matches don't light bombs, but okay, but don't light bombs. But I have learned how much more and still learning. My numbers were perfect. They couldn't see how or why I had one. I have done anyways, this looks like really long and blubbery. I had a heart attack after a month of carnivore. That's all we have to hear. How do you know that a carnivore is about to enter the room? I don't know, bad smell? Stream of bullshit flowing into the room. Their LDL precedes them somehow, walks into the room first. Don't worry, you Hilda stands clicking. Oh, shit. Oh man, Tone, that's evil. That's right though. Can somebody point me to a resource that shows new research for saturated fat and stroke risk? I can't find any info other than what contradicts the carnivore diet. They're like, all I found is that saturated fat causes stroke. Can you find me one study that says that it doesn't? This is so funny. So once again, can somebody point me to a resource that shows new research regarding saturated fat and stroke risk? I can't find any info other than what contradicts the carnivore diet, stroke and cardio issues. I am going to have my first blood test next month, and if my LDL levels are elevated, I don't want my doctor to try to put me on medications for it. I won't take them because they will think I am in a risk group. Any info would be helpful. Thanks. Let's see what the people provided. This is like pure fucking delusion. It's like pure delusion. If the preponderance of evidence, look at that YouTube link. If the preponderance of evidence shows that high saturated fat consumption causes stroke, I don't know. So what do we have? The YouTube link, the Big Fat Surprise, the movie, which was terrible, by the way. Let's see if we have other links. Oh, we have a Time article, says eat butter. We have like an old book that looks like, I love the font, but it's an old book. There is none. You've been lied to. Oh my God, look at that. Somebody's like, I was referring to the saturated fat is bad hypothesis. Sorry? Sorry? There is no research that shows that saturated fat doesn't cause stroke. You've been lied to, and yet sat fat is good. That's funny. All right. A few more minutes and then I'm gonna go, guys. So I found out today my 58-year-old cousin had a TIA mini stroke recently. He is lean and avid runner and says he was recently doing high-fat keto. He says he's dropped his fat intake since the TIA. But I distinctly remember him confessing that he indulged in sugars and desserts. I suspect he would have been eating seed oil as healthy fats, but I'm not 100% sure. I have no reason to believe he wouldn't. You can ask him, he's your cousin. He says his cholesterol was high, but doesn't know what the AGL or triglycerides are. Well, cholesterol is what is responsible usually for TIAs, right? High cholesterol. He also says his blood pressure was high. He's now taking a statin. Good for him. He should. I'm so tired of saturated fat and animal products being blamed for these illnesses. Well, it's because there's high correlation between those two. It's like nobody understands the importance of isolating variables. Yes, they do. Every single fucking study that you've ever seen about it, adjusted for confounders. I'm so sick of hearing about friends and family getting these illnesses and having no idea it may be caused by their healthy diet. It's pure delusion. I don't think there is an emoji that encompasses the depth of delusion, says Tone, for sure. I told my cousin about they felt the cholesterol code. Okay, I'm Jesus Christ. I just want to read as many stroke stories as possible, frankly. So I'm going to start skipping a little bit. Okay, post my TIA stroke and hospitalization, the neurologist interested in study info reports about CV and type 2 diabetes. Can you recommend any? The neurologist is interested in a study info reports about cardiovascular disease and type 2 diabetes. What does that even mean? It's like, what are you trying to find? It's like undefined. Like, here's a study of CBD, whatever. Can you recommend any? Okay. He was quite surprised and unsure about me and my foods. So it's positive he wants this info. I mean, there isn't any. Listen, I just took my blood pressure. Now, granted, I don't know how accurate these wrist pressure monitors are, but still. Doesn't that look low, kind of? I never seen my blood pressure looking like this. Now, I ain't a doctor, but I'm convinced this is the result of my overly abundant, unashamed, and unadulterated meat-only consumption for almost the past 2 weeks. Lol. Well, if you gone in size, Terry, then yeah. Let's see what... it's just like the food looks like incredibly gross. Keep in post PG rated if possible. The actual fuck. Just like a corpse on the fucking thing. So, okay. I'm not gonna look for whether they lost weight or not, but it could be that like consumption of low calories just reduces blood pressure, doesn't it? It could be that. The father of my best friend yesterday in the UK had a stroke and NHS, and all hard results were not good also. He knows I am carnivore keto. She knows I'm carnivore keto. She has sent me this. The British Medical Association is killing the British public. It could be. This is what she has been handled as a hard consumption. I am embarrassed. Eat healthily. Carbohydrates such as bread and pasta, good sources of energy, and try to eat at least 5 portions of fruit and vegetables each day. Yeah. Looks like good. What's the problem? Hey folks, I would say carbohydrates such as whole wheat bread and whole wheat pasta or lentil pasta, I would say. So this does seem like it's missing a little bit of context. I did strict carnivore for almost a year and a half, started about the same time as Dr. Baker. Fuck me. Great diet, great tool, but not the best diet. There is no such thing. Nutrition is too contextual. Different goals, different people, different elements, etc. I do think carnivore is the best diet for establishing baseline of health. Based on what? After strict carnivore, it's easy to add foods back into your diet, and oh man, they're gonna be eaten alive. This is most of the best way to build perfect custom mixed diet. I think body response to randomness. No mention of stroke, so I don't know why that was in the search. I'm gonna go soon, I promise, guys. I think I'm boring you, so I'm gonna go really soon. Ugh. All right. After 5 years carnivore, I'm trying to go back to paleo, not just for the flavors, but the cooking is more interesting. I was only going to try carnivore for 3 months and see what I went 5 years, blah, blah, blah. Never got sick, even a sniffle, all this to see, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So again, doesn't mention stroke. I have a structural damage in my brain in the left side. There is foul smell emitting from my brain into my mouth. What? I have structural damage in my brain on the left side. There is foul smells emitting from my brain into my mouth. What the fuck did I just read? I've been going to doctors frantically, and they all brushed me off. I had a CT venogram that showed optic nerves warping, sphenoid bone damage, and sella herniation. There's some liquid damaging my brain. This happened a year after I suffered a stroke, heart attack-like symptoms. have a lumbar puncture scheduled to test the fluid. Not much else doctors can do. I'm going fully carnivore as my last hope. If anyone has a similar journey, please share. Jesus Christ, nobody has this journey. Literally first time that I'm hearing this. Jesus Christ. Yeah, for real. Go to the dentist. Oh, Jesus. Bianca. Lack of lard in the coffee. Heart patient carnivores. This is Marv. The question continues about whether carnivore can be a serious aid in fixing a bad heart. And while I can only speak for me, I think these last numbers should at least inspire those struggling with a SAD-caused bad heart. There's just like a bunch of assumptions there. Just like a huge amount of such. It's like the SAD diet is bad. The SAD diet has a lot of animal products in them. It also had a lot of like simpler carbs in them, right? Which are generally, people are told eat less simple carbs, right? So the conclusion is, must be just the carbs, can't be the fucking animal products. So let's eliminate the carbs, but lean like more on the animal products, right? How do they reach that conclusion? Is what I want to know. I don't know. 3 years ago, 4 years later, 6 bypasses, among other things, I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure. I was also told there was no cure and that I would probably die of it. I have been serious carnivore for 2.5 years of the last 3. Also do periodic longer water fasts. And IF most days. I don't know what IF means most days. So the water fasts probably made you lose weight, and at least for some days you don't eat corpse. Could be that if you don't eat corpse every day, your risk of cardiovascular disease goes down. I don't know. It's just thinking. I'm just thinking out loud. The last 12 months, I have also walked most days. So there you go. You actually do some fucking, exercise. In spite the fact I had AFib for the first 6 months. I did what I could. So they're still sick. They have AFib. Today I decided to test the results with doctor approval. I put 20 pounds in a pack sack of my back and 10 pounds dumbbell, which had, so he was walking like a Liver King, interesting. On the last 100 steps back to my door, I pushed the walk as fast as I possibly could, still at a walk, and took my pulse, which is 148, exactly the highest pulse rate estimately for a 73-year-old man. 60 seconds later, all my measures with a finger monitor, it was 125, which gave me blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this boring stuff. No, he's working out. That's good. That's good for cardiovascular disease risk reduction, cardiovascular disease risk. What about cholesterol? I have high HDL. My wife is concerned I'll throw a clot and stroke out on the carny diet. Anyone have any experience, good or bad, with that cholesterol? Yeah, a lot of people get strokes on a carnivore diet. Happy Thanksgiving. My brother died early Saturday morning from cardiac arrest caused by brain bleeds. That's shit. My uncle had a brain bleed a while back, and my mother had a stroke a few years ago. Jesus Christ, that's terrible genetics. I need to know everything I can about what caused this and how to prevent them. Stop eating saturated fat, most likely, and start exercising as well. Oof, guys. These people look very, very, very sick. Wait. Ugh, sorry. I paused in the wrong place. Yeah. Last one, I think. Yeah, definitely last one. I still have the mental picture of like smell penetrating the mouth of somebody from their brain. I'm like, yeah, brain rot. Heart disease. I'm asking the group to see if anyone in here has ever been diagnosed with heart disease and has reversed it on carnivore. This is a serious question. I know everyone has an opinion, but I'd like to hear from actual people who have had. Why are people like this? Let me hear your anecdotes, people. Why are people like this? Okay, I lied. My new breakfast in stroke rehab. Bacon and eggs. I changed out the sketchy scrambled eggs with poached eggs. Okay, great. Okay. So, yeah, okay. Let's end here. Right, guys. So, not good news. Not good news. Oh, intermittent fasting. Thank you, Alpha Caros. Yeah. Not eating reduces your blood pressure. I had the mistake of donating blood one day when I ate very little for breakfast. My blood pressure just dropped like crazy. And if you do it like 3-4 times a week, yeah, your blood pressure would be okay. Not just genetic runs in the family, also diets run in the family, yeah. Still have dreams about like this like stupid childhood diets. Like foods that I had. Happens. Anyway, guys, I feel less stressed. It's weird. But now I have this image in my head of brain leaking into somebody's mouth and giving them a foul taste. That might increase my stress later, but sorry, I feel like this was a little boring. I'm sorry, but I think I'm kind of talked out. Anyways, thanks for coming. See you guys next time.